In the vast expanse of the giant Pacific Ocean, there's a tiny, remote island known as Easter Island. This isolated speck of land is one of the most mysterious and intriguing places on Earth. The people who live there call it Rapa Nui. They have a rich cultural heritage that has been passed down through generations, filled with unique traditions and stories. It's a lonely, windy place full of mystery and wonder. The island's rugged landscape with its rolling hills and windswept plains adds to its enigmatic charm. All over this volcanic island are huge, silent statues called Moai. These stone giants stand as silent sentinels watching over the island and its people. These giant stone figures, with their serious faces and imposing presence, have fascinated people for hundreds of years. Each Moai is unique with its own distinct features and expressions. How did they get there? The process of carving and transporting these massive statues remains one of the island's greatest mysteries. Some theories suggest they were moved using a complex system of ropes and logs, while others believe they were walked to their final locations. Who built them and why? Archaeologists and historians have spent decades trying to uncover the secrets of the Moai. They believe the statues were created by the early Rapa Nui people to honor their ancestors and deities. The answers are hidden in the past, and the stories of an amazing group of people. The Rapa Nui culture is rich with legends and myths that offer glimpses into the island's history and the significance of the Moai. The Moai, looking out at the ocean, seem to be protecting the secrets of a lost world. Their stoic gazes are a reminder of the island's once thriving civilization and the mysteries that still lie beneath the surface. They show how clever and artistic the Rapa Nui people were. The craftsmanship and skill required to create these statues are a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of the island's inhabitants. They made one of the most amazing places on Earth. The island's breathtaking beauty, combined with its rich cultural heritage, makes it a truly unique destination. But the story of the Moai isn't just about big statues, it's also about the people who created them, their way of life, and the challenges they faced. It's about how people lived, what they believed, and what they left behind. The Moai are a window into the past, offering insights into the island's history and the resilience of its people. Let's go to this faraway island and explore the mystery of the Moai, uncovering their secrets. Join us as we delve into the fascinating history of Easter Island and the incredible story of its people and their remarkable creations. The story of Easter Island starts a long time ago with brave sailors. These sailors embarked on an incredible journey across the vast Pacific Ocean, guided only by the stars, the wind, and their deep understanding of the sea. They were fearless navigators, venturing into the unknown with a sense of purpose and adventure. These were the ancestors of the Rapa Nui, great sailors who traveled across the Pacific Ocean. They were part of a larger Polynesian culture that spanned thousands of miles, connecting islands and people through their shared heritage and seafaring skills. Their voyages were not just about exploration, but also about survival and the spread of their culture. They came from Polynesia, bringing their language, traditions, and a love for nature. Their culture was rich with stories, songs, and dances that celebrated their connection to the land and the sea. They carried with them the knowledge of their ancestors, ensuring that their way of life would continue on new shores. When they arrived at Easter Island, it was a beautiful volcanic island full of plants and animals. The island's lush greenery and diverse wildlife provided a new home where they could thrive. They saw the island as a gift from their gods, a place where they could build a new life and continue their traditions. Birds filled the sky, fish swam in the sea, and the land was good for growing food. The natural abundance of the island allowed the Rapa Nui to establish a sustainable way of life. They developed sophisticated agricultural techniques to cultivate the land, ensuring that they could support their growing community. The Rapa Nui weren't just explorers, they were survivors. They adapted to their new environment with resilience and ingenuity. They built sturdy homes, crafted tools from the island's resources, and created a society that was both self-sufficient and deeply connected to their cultural roots. They learned to live on this isolated island. Despite the challenges of isolation, they thrived by working together and maintaining strong communal bonds. Their daily activities were a blend of hard work and cultural expression, ensuring that their traditions were passed down through generations. They built a community, learned to farm, and developed a rich spiritual life. Their spiritual beliefs were deeply intertwined with their daily lives, guiding their actions and decisions. They held ceremonies to honor their gods and ancestors, seeking their blessings for bountiful harvests and protection. They believed their ancestors had power over nature. This belief was reflected in their reverence for the natural world and their careful stewardship of the island's resources. They built sacred sites to honor their ancestors, creating a spiritual landscape that was as important as the physical one. This respect for their ancestors led to the amazing tradition of the Moai. These monumental statues were not just artistic expressions, but also powerful symbols of their connection to the past. The Moai represented the spirits of their ancestors, watching over the island and its people, ensuring that their legacy would endure for generations to come. The Moai are more than just statues, they are stories in stone. Made from volcanic rock, each Moai represents an important ancestor, a leader, or someone powerful from the past. They often stand on special platforms called ahu, connecting the living and the dead. Imagine hundreds of years ago the Rapa Nui carefully carving these giant figures. Each tap of their tools brought them closer to their ancestors, keeping their memory alive. The Moai weren't just objects, they were part of the island's spiritual life, watching over the people, keeping them safe. Making the Moai was a huge job. Imagine Rana Raraku, the volcano where the stone came from. Here people worked hard, cutting big blocks of volcanic tuff, the soft rock made from ash. Using tools made from harder basalt rocks, skilled workers shaped these rocks into giant figures. Each Moai is different, showing the unique person it represents. Some have long faces and big eyebrows, others look peaceful. The biggest Moai, called Te Tokanga, is over 32 feet tall and weighs 82 tons. That shows how skilled and ambitious the Rapa Nui were. Carving the Moai was just the first step. They had to be moved from Rano Raraku to different places on the island. This was a very hard job, and people still wonder how they did it. How did they move these giant stones, some weighing 80 tons, across miles of rough land without modern tools? One idea is that they used ropes, logs, and lots of people. Imagine hundreds of people working together, moving the statues by rolling and pivoting them. This would have taken careful planning and teamwork. Rana Raraku, the volcano where the Moai came from, is more than just a quarry. It's a special place full of history and meaning. New discoveries show that Rana Raraku was also a place where people grew food. Scientists found traces of banana, taro, and sweet potato, showing that the Rapa Nui were good farmers. This changes how we think about them. They weren't just focused on building statues, they knew how to take care of their island. Some people think the Rapa Nui used up all their resources building Moai, which caused problems. But new research shows a more complicated story. While the environment was a challenge, other things happened too. When Europeans arrived in the 1700s, they brought diseases that hurt the Rapa Nui. This, along with changes in the weather, caused problems, but the Rapa Nui survived. They were strong and found ways to keep going. The Moai are starting to tell their stories. Archaeologists are using new technology to learn more about the Rapa Nui. Every new artifact, every writing they understand, every piece of land they study helps us understand how the Rapa Nui lived and what they believed. Researchers are studying the symbols on the Moai, how some statues line up with the stars, and the social rules of the Rapa Nui. Each new discovery helps us understand how clever and artistic they were. The Moai show how creative people can be. These statues, standing tall and proud, are a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of the Rapa Nui people. Each Moai, with its unique features and expressions, tells a story of a time long past, yet still resonates with us today. They demonstrate how important culture is, not just to the people who created them, but to all of humanity. The Moai are more than just stone figures. They are cultural icons that have captured the imagination of people around the world. These amazing figures, carved from the island's rock, still amaze us today. The sheer scale and precision of their construction are a marvel of ancient engineering. It's incredible to think about the effort and resources that went into creating each one. They remind us of how clever our ancestors were, using the tools and knowledge available to them to create something that would stand the test of time. The Moai are a symbol of human ingenuity and perseverance. They also show us how important it is to remember our history. By studying the Moai, we gain insights into the lives and beliefs of the Rapa Nui people. This knowledge helps us understand our own place in the world and the importance of preserving our cultural heritage, and how we need to protect our planet. The Moai have stood for centuries, but they're not immune to the effects of environmental change. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure that these incredible monuments can be enjoyed by future generations. The story of the Moai isn't finished. Research continues, and with each new discovery we learn more about the people who created these statues and the world they lived in. Modern technology like drones and advanced imaging techniques is helping us uncover new details and perspectives. New things are being discovered all the time. Archaeologists are constantly finding new Moai statues and uncovering more about their construction and purpose. Each new finding adds another piece to the puzzle of the Rapa Nui civilization. And the Rapa Nui people are helping us understand their past. Their stories and traditions provide invaluable context and depth to our understanding of the Moai. The collaboration between researchers and the local community is essential for preserving this rich heritage. The Moai aren't just old statues, they are living symbols of a vibrant culture. They connect us to a rich history and inspire us today. Each Moai is a reminder of the creativity and resilience of the human spirit. They inspire us to reflect on our own lives and the legacies we will leave behind. The Moai challenge us to think about what we value and how we can contribute to the world in meaningful ways. They show us the strength of the human spirit. The Moai stand as a testament to what we can achieve when we work together, dream big, and strive to leave a lasting impact on the world.